topic of the day. Yeah. The beginning. In the beginning, Kronos ate 5 out of his 6 children. His children were named Zeus, Hestia, Hades, Poseidon, Hera, Demeter. Each of these children were eaten because Kronos didn't want them to overthrow him, even though he overthrew his dad. Pretty funny and ironic. But one day, Rhea suddenly said, "You know what? I'm not going to let my children get eaten anymore." So, tricking Kronos, she made a rock that moved, and Kronos ate that rock. Must have really hurt for Kronos, but Zeus was thrown into the mortal realm and hid in a cave that was really loud with a donkey until he became big and strong, like a strong dude. So eventually, he went back to Olympus, confronted his father, and his father's like, "Wait, I ate a rock back then?" Shocking. And then he tricked Kronos into spitting out all his brothers and sisters and started the Great Titanomachy. Titanomachy. So, Titanomachy was a giant war between the gods of Olympus, or the gods that a lot of people know of, and the Titans. Now, what the gods did is they freed the Hecatoncres and Cyclopses from Tartarus. Now, after freeing them, the Cyclops and Hecatoncres made the helm of darkness for Hades, the trident for Poseidon, and the master bolt for Zeus. Each of these weapons helped them in the battlefield, like Hades for confusing soldiers and titans on the other side, and Zeus with its master bolt of mass destruction. Eventually, the gods of Olympus won, and the 3 core brothers, Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades, drew lots to get each realm. So Zeus got the skies, lucky one. Poseidon, he got the sea and land and horses, and Hades got the underworld. A lot of people think Hades was mad about that. He's actually not. So, and that's where a lot of people just stop and think, wow, underworld, Poseidon has the sea, Hades has the underworld, Zeus has the sky. Wow, so cool, interesting. But that's not where it ends. So many more gods. After the gods settled down, they had many more children, like Hera and Zeus had Ares, Hercules, and many more. But then Aphrodite came, Hephaestus came. Now, when Hephaestus came, he had like these tiny baby legs, if you could say. So he got thrown out of the Olympus and was thrown into the ocean. So he met mermaids, weirdly, and played with his Legos. Eventually, he came back to Olympus and was very good. When Aphrodite came, Hephaestus decided, I'm going to marry Aphrodite because Aphrodite is the god of love. So they get married, and Aphrodite cheats on Hephaestus. I guess Hephaestus' baby legs weren't that good. And cheats with Ares, but Hephaestus, with the genius big brain he is, decides, I'm going to trap them because I know they're cheating, and sets a trap for when Aphrodite and Ares get caught. So they get caught, and Hephaestus calls all the gods, all his friends, like Zeus, and makes them laugh at Aphrodite and Ares. So pretty fun guy Hephaestus is, and pretty mean guy. I wouldn't like to be in trouble with him. Hold up, what about Hercules? Everyone's heard of him before. And how come no one knows his story and his 12 labors? Well, the reason why I had the 12 labors is because it was the 12 labors showing that he was a god, because he used to be a demigod. And Zeus granted his god powers after his 12 labors. One of his many labors was bringing Cerberus from the underworld to the overworld. And while he was going there, he saw Theseus taking Persephone for Theseus' friend. And what Hercules might have been thinking is what is Theseus doing? Go! So Theseus had to be saved by Hercules. It's one of his 12 labor stories. Have you ever heard of the seasons theory? Yeah, me neither. So the seasons theory is between Persephone and Hades. If you don't know, Persephone was kidnapped by Hades, and then Zeus had to arrange custody agreements with Demeter, who is the mother of Persephone. Now, I'm going to explain this story in less depth, but it's a full story. So it starts out like this. Persephone is just chilling, picking some flowers, having a lovely day. Then Hades spawns out of the ground fire everywhere. Not really, he doesn't have fire powers. Takes Persephone without Demeter knowing. And while Persephone is in the underworld, she eats a little bit of food there. And she doesn't know that if you eat food in the underworld, you're bound to it. But she only ate half of the food. So she's poetry bound to it. Now, while this was all happening, Demeter was going into a panic as the mother, who is crazy, and she stopped all crops from growing. So a really big deal. So there was a giant famine in the world and everything. Eventually, they found Hades with Persephone, and Zeus arranged custody agreements, and that's how winter and fall is Persephone with Hades in the underworld, but spring and summer is Demeter and Persephone, which I think is really weird because Hades isn't that bad. He really isn't. He's a neutral god. Sure, Persephone might not like it there, but don't give him crap seasons. Hey, did you ever know that Poseidon, he's the god of horses? Did you ever know that? That's why he can walk on land and sea. He's a merman and a horseman. So the topic of the day is done now. Hope you had a great time listening to me. I know I have an annoying voice, but thank you. And can you please subscribe? This takes a lot of time. I only have a week and a half to do this, and it would really mean a lot to me. Thank you for watching, and bye!